What's good, my zesty lemons? It is Ailee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. We are going to do a update on the handsome Jackson Wang, and we're just going to do an overall, I guess you could say, wellness check to see how he's doing. Because I know the last time he was very overwhelmed. And none of us have heard anything from him for a while, but he did post. So he's been traveling, but I just want to make sure that he's, doing all right. If this is your first time watching me, welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive reader. So let me clean off my desk. All right, so let's get into it to see what's going on. I hope you are all doing well, but most importantly, I hope you know that you're loved very, very much. And I cannot express my gratitude enough for the request. Keep them coming, because this is a challenge to me, So, all right, sweet universe. Thank you so much for this opportunity to read about Jackson Wang. And I just want to know how he's doing. Please keep in mind that the readings may or may not resonate in his situation. And my readings may be completely different than other readings. But if they coincide, then that's great. That means that we're all onto something. All right. So universe, what's going on with Jackson Wang? If he was here to receive a reading right now, what advice would you provide for him? Wow, that flew. Okay. So it says, say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Can't see that. I don't know why I show y'all that, because I like to be in the dark. But I know that y'all trust that what I'm saying is true. At least I hope. So what I'm getting from this is exactly what it is. Either this is saying that he is evolving and that he is ready to transition on to something else. This could pertain to new music, a new theme, considering I know that he was doing, I don't want to call it the Magic Mike, but that's what people were calling it because of, the dancing and things that he was doing. But let's just say that it's a new era. And overall, I think that internally, I think that this is expressing, it's time to really let go of any type of insecurities that he may have had, anything that he may have been saying to himself, and really see it for what it is, that he has definitely came a long way. And I know as his supporters, y'all tell him all the time in the comments how much he is loved and adored. And I hope that he does take that into consideration, that y'all just ain't saying that just to be nice, that y'all genuinely feel this way about him. So he, I think that's important. So I also feel like he just, and this is something that we all have, have problems with. Some of you out there, you are great at letting go of what was and understanding that things are beyond your control. However, there are some individuals like me that, you sit there like, yo, why did that happen? Whether it's trauma or anything, sometimes it just has a way of creeping up, making you remember how you felt. And it feels nasty, but the beautiful thing about it is that that's no longer applying to your life, and it should not. All right, so leave the baggage behind for good. All right, what's the next card? All right. We have, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. There are a few celebs that I have read for that has received this. And yeah, okay, with this being in the challenge position, I feel like he's still kind of, I think he's a perfectionist. How do I say that? Yeah, perfectionist, not perfectionist. He is a perfectionist, and he wants things a certain way, and there is no excuse for anything not aligning the way that he wants. But he's just gonna have to bend a little bit. You know, it may be okay, you know, because here's the thing. We as his supporters, we don't see those minor details that he may see. And, you know, it's like, give yourself the credit, because we would have never known that even happened. Like, it could have been a misstep, or maybe he slipped up and hit a wrong key, unless it was obvious, you know, obvious to everyone. But I feel like it's minor details to things. He's so hard on himself still, but you know, that could be just who he is. I mean, he is an Aries and all, so. All right, next cards, please. Okay, that flipped. Where'd you go? It says stop, there it goes. Stop ruminating over what you did and didn't do. Let it go. So, Jackson. Dude, it's okay, really. And I mean, and it may not even be on a professional tip. It may be something in his personal life that he is kicking his own ass for. And, you know, we all make mistakes. The only thing that sucks about this world is that, especially when you're in the limelight, is that you're not allowed to make mistakes. And even if you aren't in the limelight, you're not allowed to make mistakes. You have to appease everybody. And the thing is no matter how hard you try, somebody is going to be annoyed at something you do. Hell, they may even be annoyed at his existence. We talked about this in the ops video that I made. You know, it's like you can't stress yourself out on who likes you, who doesn't like you. And even if you were a butthole to somebody, you know, we're human. And the thing is, and like I said in my other video, you will not be able to please people. Sometimes you're going to be the hero, sometimes you're going to be the sweetheart, but you're going to be the villain in somebody's story. You know, whether you intentionally tried to be or not. He could have been in what they call the dark night of the soul, where he was dealing with his self internally, and unfortunately somebody just caught the shadow aspects of him, and they may not have liked it, you know. Or maybe, you know, he succumbed to drinking and, you know, said something that he shouldn't have, or maybe done something that he shouldn't have. You know, anything can happen. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't make stupid ass choices, and I'm not going to sit here and let anybody else act like they haven't made any stupid ass choices either. We're all human. Okay, and the final card. Maybe. There we go. Wish I'd stop dropping them. Oh, goodness. And it says, live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Now, that's deep. I feel like... Okay. Yeah, he's definitely... I don't know if it's due to, isn't he a part of GOT7? And I don't know if they're still making music or not, but maybe that pertains to that. We'll see once we pull some more cards. But I feel like he has one foot in one door and then he has the other foot out. Maybe he's second guessing, like maybe he's wanting to, you know, take a hiatus. He's been doing this for I don't know how long as an entertainer. And I kind of hinted at this before. The man wants to be in love, you know, and maybe he has gotten to the point to where he's ready to settle down, but he's afraid to fully commit to that because of all of the what ifs that are going on. You know what I mean? So we're going to leave this here and we're going to move on to see why these cards were chosen. Sweet Universe, could you tell me why you chose these particular cards for Jackson Wang? Or maybe, you know, he was low-key in a relationship and it just didn't work out. You know, that's okay too. I think the reason why dating doesn't work the way that it needs to is because we hone in on this particular energy. They make us feel good and that's great and all, but we put all of these expectations on this one individual. And I'm not saying that he should go out and you know, get to know all these different women and love bomb them and things like that, but I think establishing a friendship with, you know, 2 to 3 individuals and keeping them that way for a while to see what comes out of that is healthy. I think we all need to do that. Stop honing in on one particular person because they may not be everything that you want. And you also have to check yourself too to make sure that their energy is going to equally yoke with your own. Stop looking at looks. Stop looking at status. You know? I mean, I can understand with celebrities, you know, to a degree that might be important, but I believe that all celebrities and everybody longs for some type of normalcy. All right, so, sorry, this is in reverse. So we have the Moon card, and it says, taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. And so this is perfect for the say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. So I will say that he is still in his shadow phase, if you will. And for all I know, I just found out that there was a retrograde, I guess it's Saturn, that could be affecting him. I'm not for certain where his Saturn is, but it could be affecting him. I'm not certain. But this could be the time where he's just kind of sitting back and he's reflecting, he's self-reflecting, and he is looking at his subconscious or conscious fears, which will hopefully have him to look a little deeper to see what patterns need to be released in order for him to feel liberated. I also want to say that because the Moon card can signify secrets and mysteries and things coming to light, I just feel like the influence, nonetheless, like he's just in a self-reflecting mode. I'm gonna put it that way. So I do think that at this time, it is best for him to do some journaling. I don't know if that's something that he does, but journaling, meditation, just pulling himself back and just kind of chilling out and hiding out from the spotlight, just so that he can get himself back to where he needs to be. And this could also be what he did, considering that it said, leave the past and where it's at. So this could be something that he just did. I'm not for certain. The next one is the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. Give yourself some credit for doing a great job at this whole living thing. So we all should know by now that I don't care how fabulous you might appear to be to some. When it comes to your internal battles, no one is going to be able to save you but you. They're not going to be able to do that type of work that you're looking for, especially with his mentality, because I do perceive him as being a perfectionist. And this could be the reason why, he has such a hard time giving himself credit. I don't know who he feels like he has to prove these things to, but if only he realized that he has proved so much, especially to his parents. I just feel like he feels like he has something to prove. His mind, and I know that he has ADHD, don't we all? It runs 1,000,000 miles a minute. He's always thinking. So I do think that this is focusing on the career. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. And so that's the thing. I feel like this is, again, speaking to the need of self-care and being patient and understanding that the things that he is working towards, whether it is monetary, spiritual, emotional, mental, a lot of these things take time. Now, as an Aries myself, I'm learning this, you gotta be patient. But when you have that perfectionist mentality, you want it right then and there, and that's not going to work. And I feel like his lesson in this is to trust God that he is going to be okay. And you're not, the first time you try to accomplish something, you're gonna stumble. Your steps are not going to be flawless. There's just no such thing as that. So we have the Two of Cups here. Live your life with both feet in. So I'm wondering if I think he is. He's wondering when a good time would be to take time off to focus on his love life. I'm going to pull the bottom one as well. And it has the King of Swords here. And the King of Swords says we all can learn something important, some important things from one another. Communication is key. You can't sit here, and I do this to myself too, but I saw something on Facebook where it said that the dating pool has pee in it. And that's how it seems. But if you take the time to withdraw for a little bit, get to know yourself, and figure out what you would want. Okay, basically, fall in love with yourself the best way you can. Study yourself. I think because of the fact that he's on the run so much, I think that he only focuses on, how can I put it? Luxury, and whatever that means to him is all he knows. And I know that he's looking for a sense of normalcy. And so he's going to have to slow down to figure out what that means. Are you the type of person that likes to just kick back and relax? You know, would you feel good to have a partner that will chill with you? Or do you want to be on the go and travel and do all these things? You know, I can't stick to what the previous reading said because I feel like there's a difference here now. I mean, and plus I can't remember how long ago I've done that reading, so there's been some changes. So I don't know, let's keep going and see what's going on here. So either this is someone that he was trying to get to know and it just didn't work out and maybe he's feeling disappointment, or he was expecting too much out of them and it just didn't work out the way that he expected. Strong energy coming from this end and this end. Oh, I can't tell. Okay, right here. So we have the Empress card here. So I don't think he has a baby out there, but I could say in a romantic sense, he is looking for his forever, someone that is special enough to be the mother of his future children. I also feel like he's looking for some type of nurturing. So I feel like, I don't know if I said this before, I can't remember, but this is giving me older women vibes, but someone that has that boss bitch energy. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't wait for nobody. She knows exactly what it is that she wants. Okay? This is someone you have to understand, before she was the Empress, she was all suits of the queens. You know, she had her moments where she was trying to figure herself out. She had to build her confidence. She had to understand how the world worked. She had to learn patience and stability. She had to learn how to control her emotions and understand that there are things that are beyond her control. Like, and I know that might be a difficult feat for a lot of us. Describing the perfect person, like there's no flaws. Everybody has flaws. But I just feel like in his viewpoint, this woman will blow his mind. You know what I'm saying? So we have the Star card here. And so how I'm looking at this is, what this is saying is that he really, instead of trying to seek this person out, if this is the case, if this is romantically charged, then he needs to trust that God has his best intentions at heart. And if only we would just take the time to just trust him just a little bit, and release our grip on our desires, then we will be surprised. And this is coming from someone who had a death grip on a lot of things. And even for those that's watching this video right now, you know, take the time to think about something that you really wanted. But then when time passed on, you realize, okay, I'm glad that didn't happen, and this is why. You know, I'm glad that I didn't go on a date with that person, because I see how they behave towards other people or how they are as a person. I don't know, but I just feel like he needs to exercise vulnerability and just trust that everything is going to be okay. I also see this as, because it's the star, I also see this as him looking at his life as a celebrity and just saying, like, you know, I don't want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I kind of feel like I'm a broken record. I don't want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I want to get to a point to where I can just kind of sit back, you know, and I don't know, just shine a light on all of my achievements. So there is some healing that needs to go on, and a little more faith in himself and God as well. We have the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like if he's just patient with himself, he's going to receive the clarity, and there's going to be a breakthrough moment for him. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. You know, so I don't know why. And you know, and it may not even be that he doesn't feel like he's worthy. It could be the projections of other people. Because when he does approach them, they get all in their feelings and, you know, they self-sabotage. Like, I don't know if I can handle being with someone like you because I have all these problems, and here you are, you're good looking and you're wealthy. What do you want with somebody like me? You know, and then naturally he's going to think that there's something wrong with him. Or it can be, you know, both. Like that'll create mixed emotions that does not need to happen. But I know that he wants this so bad, you know, and I can't go back to, I mean, I can't help but to go back to when he said, you know, I don't have a preference, you know. I think he does need to have a preference, because you can't just invite just anybody into your circle. Not everybody should have access to your energy. But I do see this as a breakthrough of the mind, being able to figure out exactly what his next move is going to be. And this is also communication. All he needs to do is just open up his mouth and give it a go. What the worst that could ever happen is someone say no. And I know that's crazy. Why would anybody say no to Jackson Wang? Well, because of what I just stated previously. You know? And I don't know, he's got to figure himself out. So we have the High Priestess here. And so how I look at this is, deep down inside, he knows what he wants. But I think I've said this before, I think that it's because of, let's go ahead and say it. And I've said this, and I don't care, excuse me, who gets upset, because that just shows who you are as a person. If he's interested in a black woman or a woman of color, even though I do think that she's black, he should not hold back because he's afraid of what somebody is gonna say. Like I said, that just shows who they are as a person. And at the end of the day, that's his business. That ain't got nothing to do with them. But yeah, I feel like intuitively he knows exactly what it is that he wants. And characteristic wise, he wants someone, like I said, like a maternal vibe, a nurturing vibe. He wants someone wise and older. Someone who is in her feminine charm. But you know, the beautiful thing about that is okay, how can I put it? Like, I know he wants that, but I think because the Empress had to go through the motion to become who she is, because she's hella independent. You know, I mean, she has the feminine charms on deck. You know what I'm saying? He won't have to worry about that, but it's the independence. You know, and I think that he wants someone that will allow him to do things for him. So that this person might, I'll read the next card in a moment. This person might give him a little bang for his buck, because she's not going to go down that easily. You know, like I said, this person has been through some shit, and you know, it's like, look, okay, what, you gonna accept me for who I am? But I feel like even though she might be a little rough around the edges, he's going to be able to get what he wants through that. Things that are worth living for or obtaining is going to be difficult. It really is. So we have the we have the 5 of Wands here. Okay, we all can learn important things from one another. And the dating pool right now, he will just have to get through everyone that, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. Now, I can't say whoever is out there is that special person. And I'm not one to knock anybody. If you feel that you are connected to him, okay, you have that right to feel that way. But you also have to trust that you will be in his path, basically. You know, but long story short, I'm saying I see a lot of competition. There is a lot of competition. I cannot stress this enough. So to everyone out there that feels like you have a chance with him, okay, if you truly, and I can't tell you if you do or not, okay, I can say, you know, the possibility is out there, but it has to align with your life and his life, you know, and ultimately you just have to leave it at fate, you know. Parasocial relationships are a thing. I'm not trying to shame anyone. I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up. Only thing I'm saying is if you are in the alignment of where you can be in his presence, to where he could look at you and say, hey, what's your name? And then y'all can start a conversation. You know, that's that moment. But, you know, I feel like also you have to be prepared to be in that type of limelight as well. You have to be in position in order to take on, you know, because let's say that he has a concert and he meets you, but you have all this chaos going on. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, even if he was you know, if he was trying to date a celebrity and they got a lot of chaos around them, it's not going to work. You know, I mean, I understand the whole, the scheduling and things like that, but there are people that are just too busy to find time to be in a connection. So I think that the best way for him is to be friends with this person first and see how that goes. And then I think that will also help him to decide, okay, yeah, this is the one. This is what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my career off to the side. I think I've made enough revenue to where I can start a life that I've always wanted. All right. I hope I'm making sense. What else do you have to say, sweet universe? So far what I'm getting is, yeah, I do feel this overwhelming sense that he's longing to have a partner, and he's trying to figure out if maybe just pausing for a moment to go and seek her out is what needs to be done. And I don't think that that would be the best route. I just think that if he sees someone that he, you know, he feels like he could vibe with, just get to know that person. And, you know, just date around. And I'm not saying like sleep with them, but I'm just saying like get to know them, so then that way nobody's gonna get a broken heart out of this, not even him. You know, he can keep them as friends, or, you know, they can go their separate ways. However, you know, it works for them. Okay. Let's see. Kind of feel between the middle one. All right. So we have temperance. Okay. So I feel like what this is saying is, with the temperance, this woman will come in due time. Patience is definitely needed. And like I just said, he's going to have to take the time to communicate with the people and not throw all of his eggs in one basket, to get to know them. You know, I don't know if he does meet and greets, if he even has a thing like that, but someone's going to emerge. He just needs to exercise patience. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands here. And how I look at this is either A, we're going to hear a message about, or basically he's going to make an announcement of some sort about how he's going to kind of take a time out, or you're going to find out that or maybe there's going to be rumors that, you know, he's been spotted with someone. I'm not for certain. You know, I wonder what happened with him and what was her name? Coy Leray? Because that kind of stopped, and I hate that. But, you know, I think we hyped it up a little too much. I mean, but all I know, I mean, they could still be talking. I don't know. So we have the Ace of Wands here. So we have two aces here. We have the Ace of Swords for communication and a breakthrough. And then we have the Ace of Wands, basically like a passionate, this could be like a burst of energy, a passionate connection, or this could be a new business venture. So maybe he's wanting to establish a new business. Maybe he's wanting to move away from one thing to go to another. And this is not romantically charged. But I also look at this as everyone, because you know the Ace of Wands can represent the phallus, and it's like everyone is trying to get their hands on it. So let me look at this. Stop ruminating over what you did and what you didn't do. The Queen of Pentacles, there's no need to sacrifice, you can have it all. Okay, so I'm just going to put this out here. I don't know if there was rumors about him, or maybe somebody tried to come out and say some things about them being with him. If that is the case, I don't get why exposing your business, if that is a thing, what is that going to get you? But that just came to mind when I saw that. So we have the Four of Swords here. So with the Four of Swords, I feel like, and it's interesting because I was like, you know, he might, you know, he just want to be calm, cool, and collected. Live your life with both feet in and commit to fully being here. Okay. So, I just feel like with this is saying, again, that he needs to relinquish control and just chill. All of these beautiful women out here, we're not going to go anywhere. We are not going to go anywhere. You know, he just has to, he's just got some thinking to do. And if this is past energy or whatnot, they may have made him feel some type of way. I'm not for certain, but I just feel like at this point, he just needs to relax a bit and don't make any sudden moves at this time. Now that I'm looking at this, and then we see the Ace of Wands with this Four of Swords, I'm wondering, and then with the Eight of Wands, I'm wondering if there were any allegations about him. I don't know. And then we got the Two of Cups again. So now the Two of Cups does not necessarily mean romance. It could be a business partner. And this could be different what would you call that? Basically endorsements of some kind, wanting to, they're competing for his attention or to get his signature, and he's just overwhelmed and he just needs to take a break from it. Or this is in fact him wanting to express the need for a lover. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this out with, where are they at? I know I see them. There they are. A few more oracles, and then we're going to see what the oracle for the overall reading is talking about. So I'm using the Romance Angels oracle. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, this came out. It says to retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. That's interesting. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. So either he got into some type of entanglement. I hate that terminology, but that's kind of what it feels like. Or should I say a situationship of some sort. And so he's just, no, it's just time to just fall back a little bit and just focus on himself. Really get an idea of what he's really wanting in life. Okay. Okay, this came out. 2 of them came out. So we got new love and express your love. So a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Are you gonna? Okay, I'm gonna take this. Make the effort. A great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So that would make sense because this is below the 4 of Swords, like he's holding back. And that'll also make sense too because it says, you know, live your life with both feet in and fully commit to being here. So I don't know if he's holding back because he's afraid of the negative energy that is going to come out about this person. Or if he's, I don't know. Okay, and one more. I'm trying to pull one out. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. Okay, it says, you deserve love. You are lovable. He is. So maybe it is all internal. Like, you know, like he doesn't think that he's gonna find the one because maybe it is the career. Maybe that's why he's, you know, trying to go back and forth with whether or not he should put his career on hiatus or not. But, you know, I feel like he just needs to ask himself what he really wants. You know, and if he is talking to someone and they have his emotions in a chokehold, if you're feeling romantically pulled towards them, then dude, you know what I'm saying? Make the move. What is you doing? All right. And so we're going to pull one card. Pull it from right here. Keep your commitments. All right, so how I look at this is, you know, you don't, and that makes sense with the Queen of Pentacles, you don't have to sacrifice. So as far as the, I saw the camera cut off, so if it cut off that part, because I noticed that it records in sections for whatever reason. It does not stay consistent. Let me just repeat what I said. Keep your keep your commitments was what came out, and I feel like that's what he needs to do. There's no need to sacrifice anything, like it was stated in the Queen of Pentacles. You can have everything that you want. Just do what makes you happy. If you can juggle all of that, then by all means, do so. Now I know while I'm recording this, I can feel somebody's energy like, okay, but can we get some characteristics? So I'll do that for you because I know you're like, well, who is it? Who is it? All right. So universe, can you give me the characteristics of this person? If this is a person, what type of energy does this person have? Whoops. Make sure that who is the special lady? Or who will be the special lady? It's always, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I feel like it's the middle. Okay. Okay. So I think it was someone that he separated from. Someone that he thought could have been a good match. So this is a secret connection. We have threes here. So we have the Three of Wands here. And when I see the Three of Wands, this is usually someone that is trying to make a determination on whether, and I'm wondering if this was someone that was a foreigner. And see, that's, I don't know if this is someone from the US or if this is someone from another country. And the reason why I say that is because this person is standing here with her suitcase and she's got her hands up, and it looks like she's in Italy. But she's got her hands out and she's like, I'm here, you know. So this could be someone that he had met while he was away, you know, taking his break. And with that Eight of Wands there, I don't know if there will be pictures or, you know, rumors. We have the Two of Wands here. So I feel like this is someone trying to make a decision on whether or not they want to make that move or not. Let's see. We have the Six of Cups here. So this could be someone from his past that he thought that it would be okay to try to give it another go and it just didn't work out. Or it could have been like a friend or something, I'm not for certain. And then we have the World, but it's in reverse. So I'm kind of wondering if this was someone that he wanted to start a life with, but there were just things that were in the way. It wasn't successful, because I feel like the World card in reverse means that something is not quite complete. So there are some things that that this person, and even him, they have to work out in order for the union to work. But considering the fact that we saw, well, you didn't see it, but it has new love here, I think that this is something that he is going to move from. It could have just been one of those cases where you're like, you know, I'm familiar with you, so let's see if we can make this work. And it just didn't work out. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So I could be completely wrong, you know, because I don't know. I'm not there. So, all right. If you enjoyed the reading, you can go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You can drop some comments down below. You can hit that subscribe button. You can tell your friends about me. But what I really want you to do is this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.